Some of the neat things that are going on here with Unified Track, where it's going to at the state level. We're just really proud and pleased to have Coach Crean from IU here.
I've been looking forward to this. Is everybody ready to go today? This group's not very loud. How about right here? You ready to go? Over here? Over here? Right now, this is number one. You guys have got to get it picked up. You're on the line of number two. Let's try it one more time. You ready to go today? There you go. What about you? Down here. We got strength in numbers. It is an honor to be able to come where people are trying to make each other better. There is nothing like, knowing that you are surrounded by great teammates. And I just had a conversation with a friend of mine in another sport, and we're talking about, like, I love to go and see different sports. Like, I was up in a baseball game, seeing some baseball people yesterday in Milwaukee. They came back and watched my son's game last night because he plays for Bloomington North, and watching the different sports, whether it be football or hockey or track and field or whatever it is, okay? And no matter what sport you're in, you're only as good as your ability to be a teammate. You're only as good as your ability to be a teammate. And that's the way it is in life, because God put each and every one of us here, all right, with a specific purpose. Each and every one of us. It doesn't matter who we are, where we're from, how we look, how we think, how tall we are, how short we are. It doesn't make any difference. All right? Every one of us is created equal. And teammates sometimes, teams that don't win, teams that aren't successful, they start thinking it's more about the individual member. All right? I go through it even with our team sometimes. Sometimes guys that want to take more shots than they should really take rather than making the simple play, rather than making the next pass. Or somebody won't call out a screen. All right, and all of a sudden there's Yogi Ferrell guarding the ball, and somebody from Wisconsin or Michigan State sets a screen, and one of our forwards didn't call it the screen, and Yogi gets hit by the screen. That's not being a teammate either. See, teammates, they don't just do the obvious things. All right? Teammates do the non-obvious things. Winning so many times comes down to what people on the outside don't see. But you know who sees it? Each other. When you're looking at your team, and when you're looking at your teammates, and you know that you're giving your very best to each other, well, then you have a real opportunity to succeed. Welcome, Columbus. Let's hear it for Columbus track and field. Columbus ready to go? You ready to compete? Yeah. Now, you're not up to par with us yet. Okay, they're real good. Are we ready to compete up there? That's better, a little better. Well, what I see today, and what this is all about here today with all of you, is no matter where you're from, okay, no matter how well you know each other or don't know each other, all right, no matter where you live, no matter what your grade point average is, it doesn't make any difference. You're all here together. You're all here equal. You're all here to be teammates. And you're competing, because there's certainly nothing wrong with that. All right? The longer you go in life, you will have things that will motivate you. Okay? In fact, today it might be medals might motivate you. All right? You get, and when you get a job, it might be the paycheck may motivate you. Or getting your name in the paper may motivate you. Certain things will motivate you throughout your life. But sometimes those things, there's a shelf life to those. Okay? The one motivator, okay, that you can always keep is a competitive spirit. The competitive spirit never goes away if you don't want it to. And one of the great ways to keep your competitive spirit alive is to be surrounded by teammates that share those same ideas. You don't have to think the same, look the same, be the same. It makes no difference. But what makes a difference is you want the same thing. You want to be great teammates. You want to compete. You want to be together. And that today is what you get a chance to do. You know that, you've prepared for it. And you're going to make some memories today that are going to last a long, long time, okay? And you know what? You're going to make them for other people, and you may not even know that you made them. But down the road, somewhere down the line, you're motivating each other today, all right, to be better than what you were at the beginning of the day. Because every lesson that you can learn about helping somebody be better, about encouraging them to do the very best that they can do, about helping them with their competitive spirit and their competitive desire, all right, to do the very best that they can do to compete. And if you don't win, well, at least you gave your ultimate best. And you didn't walk out of here saying, you know what, I wish I'd have worked harder, or I wish I would have been nicer to that person, or I wish I would have smiled more, or I wish I would have been full of more energy. You know what? Don't have any of those regrets today. When you walk out of here at the end of today, know that you were the best possible teammate you could have possibly been. That you got to know each other, that you encouraged each other to go the extra mile, to run the extra sprint, to drive those hands a little bit faster, okay? Move those feet a little bit quicker, whatever it is. And don't take for granted that what you're saying is not important. Because everybody wants to be better. Everybody's here for a reason. Everybody was created by God equally. Everybody. Everybody. What you're bringing out today, which is one of the best things that you can do, as far as when you're becoming a teammate and you're together like this, all right, you're competing and you're working to win, is you know what? And I'll close with this. You're reminding each other by your actions, by your words, by your deeds, by the spirit that you work with, that each and every person here matters big time. Big time. All right? Because everybody's got something that they can bring to the table, all right? And when they feel their best, and when they feel encouraged, and when they feel excited, and when they feel full of energy, and when they feel a part of a team, or they feel like a teammate, nothing can stop them. And that's exactly what you want to get across today. Have a great day. Thanks for having me.